Here's the timeline. Last night, President Trump announced a new Get Tough policy on asylum seekers, saying migrants at the southern border will not be allowed into the United States until their claims are individually approved in court, adding, all will stay in Mexico. If for any reason it becomes necessary, we will close our southern border. Then, just a couple of hours later, a Washington Post article quoted incoming Mexican Interior Minister Olga Sanchez Cordero saying, quote, for now, we have agreed to this policy of remain in Mexico. But just hours later, Cordero backpedaled, saying, here there is no agreement of any sort between the future Mexican federal government and the U.S. So, is there a deal or not? And what about all the other questions left unanswered? Is this new policy just going to be overturned in the courts? Don't we need Congress to change the law on all this? What does closing the border really mean? It seems to me that the president is 100% right on this, but is being badly let down by his White House team, the responsible cabinet secretaries, and Congress itself. Now, we couldn't find anyone from anywhere in the administration who'd talk about this tonight. But I'm joined now by Arizona Congressman Andy Biggs. He's on the subcommittee for immigration and border security. Congressman, thank you so much for joining us. Appreciate that very much. I've got a simple question, which I know is in the minds of many of our viewers. It was 2 years where Republicans controlled both chambers of Congress and the White House. Why is there no border wall?
Because we've had a failure to deliver on our promise. I mean, look, Steve, I had a bill that would build the border wall and it would fund it off the general fund. So it wouldn't be general funds. They signed it, my leadership team signed it to 7 committees, which is the death knell for a bill. And so I'm urging my leaders.
Can I stop you there?
Yeah.
That's really interesting. And I want to get to the detail because so often in this debate, we say, build the wall. Yes, we should, whatever. But the details matter. So, and one of the things I keep hearing, and it sounds like you've got an answer to it, is, well, Congress has to approve the money. The president can't just take it out of the budget. It sounds like you're saying, thanks to your bill, he could just take it out of a budget that's already there and get the wall built. Is that right? Is that what you're saying?
Well, in my bill, I was funding it so it wouldn't even come out of general fund dollars, and we'd be able to tax other forms, you know, like these people who are coming over here, like this group here that Mexico is letting in. Well, if they're Mexican nationals coming in, we would reduce their foreign aid in an amount to help build the wall. Same for all of these things. We can do this where the other nations are paying for the problem they are causing. That's what my bill did, and it also funded, by the way, Border Patrol agents who had their salaries reduced while working under the Obama administration. That's why we have stations in Arizona, for instance, that have fewer than 50% of their complement at those Border Patrol stations because they're getting demoralized and leaving.
So okay, I still don't understand. I'm afraid. What's the blockage here? You have Republicans of all descriptions elected on a promise to control immigration, and it didn't happen in the last 2 years. Now the Democrats have taken over the House. Seems like it's even less likely. Why didn't it happen? And can the president act on this even though we've lost, for those who want border control more tightly managed, half of Congress?
Yeah, so three questions. I'll answer them as quickly as I can. Number one, it didn't happen because we have members of the Republican conference who don't want a border wall or border security. That's problem one. I think we can do it in the lame duck. I'm urging my leadership to bring it to my bill, or even if it's Kevin McCarthy's bill. I don't really care whose bill, as long as it's a straight border wall bill this next week or two. We can do that. We can get that done, and we can get it over and get it to the Senate. So that's problem one. The other problem is that the Senate doesn't have the horses to get it across either. So there's 2 big hurdles. But you're right. You said something in your monologue that I think is correct as well. The cabinet level secretary, and I'm going to point out Secretary Nielsen, has not been helping us too much to get this done. And I mean, look, there was a caravan in April. And I feel like we've been woefully prepared for this one. So we have to face the fact that some of our leaders have let us down and Congress has let us down. And I feel bad about that, but that's where we need to go.
Okay, sorry, last question. It's just very frustrating, right? Because, fine, you're going to put your bill through. You've told me it's not basically going to go anywhere because the Senate aren't going to get it through because you need the... Why can't the president, one of his chief executive, right? Commander-in-chief, defending the border feels like a basic part of that. Why can't he just do that without Congress? Is that really unconstitutional?
I think he can. I think in some respects we gave him authority to redirect some money. So I think he can. I think he can close the border. I think he can stop the asylum. We're fighting the courts as well, though. I mean, you've got some rogue judges that are out there that are trying to tell him he can't do what I think he can do constitutionally and others think he can do as well.
Okay, Congressman, appreciate that. Thank you for coming on. I do appreciate it. Good luck with the bill. It sounds like is what we need to happen.